Good morning, YouTube. It is Friday when I'm filming this. It is now currently 6 in the morning. I got up at 5, had coffee. We're about to have breakfast and go to the gym, but today's very exciting. I have my first posing class today. I hired a posing coach and I'm very excited. So I'm going to go see her later today, but we're going to go to the gym and then I have some schoolwork I need to do. My appointment's not until 4 in the afternoon, so I have some time to fill up. And in theory, my new posing suit is going to be here. Will it show up before my class? Probably not. But when it gets here, I will show it to you. So the first thing we're going to do is make cream of rice, and then we're going to go to the gym. So let's eat, and I will pick you up in just a second. Okay, so this morning we're only having 25 grams of cream of rice because I'm doing back. When I do like legs or glutes or whatever, I have 35 grams just because it's a harder workout for me. So today we're doing back, so we're gonna have 25 grams of this and 15 grams of cookie butter. So when we get this taken care of, we'll get on with our day. So now we're gonna measure out some of this. And I use this just for some fat in my breakfast, and it has a little bit of sugar, so I don't eat tons of additional sugar, but I like to have this right before I work out. It's the only time I really add anything with sugar to my diet. I really try to not have a ton of it. It just eats up a lot of macros. Perfect. So we're gonna hold on to that. It just kind of eats up a lot of macros, so I don't, but right before I work out is when I have the bulk of my macros for the day. So we're gonna have those with this breakfast, and it actually works out really well. I enjoy it. It gets me through my workouts. Usually after my lift, I have to have a snack in between my lift and doing my Stairmaster, so I have like one of the small Rice Krispie treats. And then that's kind of it for most of my carb, other than like I'll have vegetables and stuff, but I don't have processed carbs for most of the day. Some days I'll have a little bit of toast with breakfast, but it's so I can get my fiber in. So I use a keto bread that has a lot of fiber in it. So the rest of the day is largely vegetables. Okay, I'm back from the gym, came home, had breakfast. I got a little bit of footage at the gym that I should have inserted already, but it was back day, so that worked out really well. I did an hour of lifting, 35 minutes on the Stepmaster. Now we're doing math homework, and I'm dying. So I'm gonna work on that for a while. I don't have anywhere to be until my appointment today at 4. So I'm gonna study If you have any really good algebra tips and how to make it not suck and make you want to cry, I would love for you to go ahead and leave those in the comments, because college algebra is kicking my ass. So let's do some homework. UPS is here. That means my package is here. I'm very excited. It's here. Let's open it. I'm very excited about this, especially because it wasn't supposed to show up till later today. And if I had my posing appointment at the time it was supposed to be at, my coach had to reschedule, I wouldn't have been able to wear this. So I'm super pumped. So it comes in this bag. So cute. This is not my first thing I've ordered from them, but it's my first figure suit. Well, it's just a practice suit, so it's not super fancy, but I got hot pink and I can't wait to see it. So, okay. Oh, we got a thing. Any other things? Okay. Are you ready? I'm so excited. Look how pretty it is. Oh my gosh. I love the color. So this is the velvet hot pink and it's so pretty. So you can tell it's a figure suit because it has the little loops that attach to the bottom instead of a tie strap. Here are the bottoms. I'm very excited. I'm gonna wear this to practice today. So pumped. So this is the back. You can see where it clasps onto these hooks like this. So, and then that's gonna create the X shape on the back. So I'm going to wear these to practice today. I'm very excited. Hopefully I can get some footage and I can show you. So let's get back to our homework because we are almost done with our math today. I have 1, maybe 2 units I need to still do, and then we'll be done with the hardest part of our day. All right, live from my phone. I am going to have some sushi today. I'm very excited. I'm going to eat the whole thing, and hopefully we look super good for our posing practice. Otherwise, it might completely backfire, but I guess we'll find out. We just got to the gym where my posing lesson is, and there's a shit ton of traffic, so we're going to sit here and wait for my coach, who is going to be a little bit late, but that's okay because you can't control horrible traffic. So I'm very excited, and I brought my Shoe Fairy heels. These are my shoes that I compete in, so I brought those. And my new posing suit. And I'm very excited, so we're just gonna sit here and wait. I will see if she'll let me film inside, but if she doesn't, I'll just give you a recap. So that's kind of what's going on now. I'm very excited. I'm a little nervous to have somebody see me like prancing around in a very small amount of clothing, a person I've never met before, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna have a good time. So I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, let's get an update on my posing lesson. I did not take the camera in. Things started off real interesting. There was a lot of traffic getting to where I had to be, so I managed to be there on time, but my coach was late because she had to pick up her daughter, which is understandable. You can't just leave your child at school. And then she got stuck in the traffic, so she actually didn't charge me for the session, which I was really grateful for. Like, I was prepared to pay. I brought cash, but it was a nice bonus to not have to pay. Hopefully that is not an issue in the future, but I told her I would schedule on a different day so she didn't have to worry about picking up her daughter and rushing to get to me and not being late. So we kind of worked that out. Overall, I really like my posing coach. She's very no nonsense, tell you what you need to hear, not worry too much about your feelings, which I personally like. I have like my doctors that I pick are all like that. I don't need you to lie to me. Lying to me is not going to help me. So I appreciate some honesty. Like, I don't need sugarcoating. I'm a big grown girl. I can take care of my own feelings. I need you to help me do what I need to do and not worry about anything else. So I really like her in that regard. She is currently she competes in physique, but she moved from figure, so she really understands figure posing, which is what I needed. So going into my first figure competition, I knew I didn't want to lay a foundation where I was going to have errors that I didn't know about and then have to unlearn them at a later point in time. So I decided that no matter what happens this year, I was just going to start working with someone so that I was doing all the right things to begin with and didn't have to unlearn bad habits. So we went over posing, transitions, and walking in and off the stage. I got really good feedback. It was nice to know that I was doing a lot of things right. There were still things we had to tweak. I have an injury that makes it hard for me to open one of my lats, and so we're really working on that in transitions. But because I'm not new to posing in general, some things went well, some things need work because it's a different division that I've ever competed in. So overall, everything went really well. I really like her, and I'm going to schedule another class in a few weeks. And I'm very excited. We'll see how this goes. So that's kind of how that went. I feel good about how we're looking. I feel good about how posing is shaping up. I know there's still a lot of work to do, but it's good to feel nice about the foundation and then being able to build on it. I generally am a very teachable skills person. I take coaching well. It's never personal. If your coach is hard on you, most likely it's not personal. Some people are just dicks, right? Some people are just assholes. And but generally, if you are trying to help me get better, like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm okay with it. I have teenagers. I work with kids. There's really not much anybody's going to tell me that's going to hurt my feelings. So, except the guy at the gym who asked me when I was going to lose weight, and then sent me a friend request on Instagram. I don't know how he thought that was going to work out for him, but anyway. So, I really like my posing coach. So we'll see what happens. I plan to have a second session with her, and then I'll kind of decide if this is like the route that I'm going to stay on with this coach. I don't really have a reason why I wouldn't. So far, nothing has come up that I don't love, but we've only had one session, so I don't want to like put all my eggs in one basket and make a decision and then end up not liking it. Now, it's a coach. You can leave, right? But I'd hate to start all over from the beginning. So I'm going to see how I feel, but so far I really like her, and it's probably the coach I'm going to stay with, at least for now. So I just wanted to give you an update because I didn't get to film. Everything was a little bit chaotic. So 10 out of 10, and I got to wear my new posing suit, and it looked really cute, and I love it. So I'm excited, and yeah, that's it for now. I'll give you some more updates as they come. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to my channel. I love having you here, and I will see you in my next video.